Okay, good evening. Hello and good evening, everyone. So today, this will be our second video for LAX2047 Group 148. This second video will be about us discussing Group 1 will recite their poem regarding the global issue, and also us as a group will discuss about the content of the poem itself and the structure of the poem. Okay, so my name is Muhammad Hazim bin Azmi, 192490.
My name is Hazimi bin Ismail, 192294.
My name is Tengku Muhammad Imam Prawi. My meeting number is 19260.
My name is Iman Roslan. My meeting number is 194250.
My name is Hanif Idris. My meeting number 188898.
And my name is Izzat Najmi bin Yaacob. My meeting number is 192031.
Okay, before we start with the poem, I would like to remind everyone that we have previously chosen 4 topics, which are the social media, the environmental, the COVID-19, and also the racism issue. So today, we would like to discuss about the first poem, which is the social media.
Yeah. So group 1 ready? One of you is going to recite your poem.
We are ready.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you can proceed.
Okay. So hello everyone. Good evening. So I'm Izzat from Group 1. So today our group will be presenting about poem with the title of social media and mental health. So the theme of the poem is obviously about the social media, right? So later on I will read about this poem. So basically this poem, my group, Syakir and Hazimi, created this poem based on the internet references and the word chosen and the meaning, all of the about the poem we design and we create based on the internet. So are you ready, guys? I want to read the poem.
Yes.
Okay. So the poem title is Social Media and Mental Health. Nervous, scared, stressed. Is popularity your priority? Well, you are more important as a person. You deserve to be shown as who you are. Social media and cyberbullying takes the time and makes the time. It can hurt you, change you, destroy you, tear you, be who you are. Cyberbullying is no joke. It can provoke and create sadness within you. Share your feelings, open up to your parents or someone you trust, be who you are. So this is all the form of social media issues. So guys, what do you think about the poem in terms of like the word that we have chosen or the meaning or the overall of the poem? Yeah, what do you think?
Okay, I think it is better or like easy for us to maybe separate the poem by the verses. So the first verse, the line goes, nervous, scared, stressed. Is popularity your priority? Well, you are more important as a person. You deserve to be shown as who you are. I think maybe this poem is basically reflecting on more on teenagers, because the word popularity, your priority is mentioned there. And I think that the notion of being like a popular kid or like a popular student is more relatable for the students, especially in the secondary or like the primary school. Maybe students on the university level does not show this kind of traits anymore. So I think maybe the first line or like the first verse is on the more on the younger generation kind of behavior, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So with that, we also need to. It also mentioned for me the what you call it, the target audience for the you already mentioned the target audience for this is the students, and also I wanted to elaborate that this poem is wanted to highlight that the younger generation should be more aware how important they as themselves itself, not as a something like icon following other, popular trend. Yeah, they need to embrace it themselves by being themselves. So this need to be to be understood. The younger generation need to understood to be themselves better and be proud of themselves. So that was what I think about the verse 1.
So I guess the verse 1 is actually more on the implicit side, because it kind of shows like the impression, or like suggesting people like prioritizing popularity. So I think this is the element that the verse want to show regarding the issue. So does anyone want to add anything?
About the first stanza, I think it is try to be explained more on, have you ever heard about the narcissistic behavior?
No.
Narcissistic, it means like
Narcissistic?
you are trying narcissistic.
Oh yeah, okay.
Narcissism, it is kind of behavior that for a person to, like to
Indulge
act
more on themselves.
Yeah.
All about yourself.
Yeah, I agree with Hanif. But maybe Tengku Imam or Syakir Iman can add about how the word is chosen in the poem. Is it okay, or like it is not suitable in the form of poem, or the word is not like the academic word?
For me, in the first verse,
For the word.
I can say that the word that they use is quite just nice, because it's understandable, and easy for everyone to read. And I also want to say that in the first verse, like Hazimi said, it's more like implicit message, because on the last of the first verse, it shows that as who you are. So that shows the implicit message for the teenagers. That's all.
Can I say?
Yes.
Nervous, scared, and stress can be expressed in terms of insecurities meanings. Like people feel insecure about who are we, and to be compared with another people. Just like what I said, we have our own tendency to be idolized. Like that lah.
Yeah, good. Nice idea.
That's why this verse is created to for us to understand, for us to understand that we are more, we doesn't need anyone recognition. Actually, we need to be proud to be just who you are. That's the target.
It's like the verse trying to portray a struggle for recognition. Yeah, like that lah.
Okay, so maybe
I think I like to highlight like the point that Syakir has mentioned, which is the words that has been used is easy to be understood, because the first verse is actually like prioritizing on the teenage audience, right? So we want the readers for like from the teenagers side to be able to understand the message clearly. So that's why like the words selected there is more on the simpler side, so that when whoever, like no matter like what is the age or the status, they can understand the message clearly. So that is like for the first verse. I think we can proceed on the second verse. Can Imam, can you
I
read
would
back
like to add
the second verse? Or you will add something? Okay, good.
and on the first verse. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Imam.
Okay, I would like to add my comment on the first verse. Personally, I love the word chosen in the first verse is more direct and more common.
Okay, more common. Go on, Imam.
No?
We can hear you.
Huh?
Hello,
Okay.
Mom.
No?
Yes, proceed, Imam.
Hello, Mom.
Hello.
Okay,
Yeah, I think Imam is having some technical issue.
Okay,
I think we can
we can proceed to the second verse.
yeah. So okay, Syakir, maybe you can read back the second verse.
Second verse.
Yeah.
Okay,
Social
social
media.
media and cyberbullying takes your time and makes a chime.
Chime.
It can hurt you, change you, destroy you, scare you, be who you are. Okay. For me, what I can say that in the second verse, that words from it can hurt you until scare you, be some explicit message. So we can say that the social media give negative vibes, negative message for you. Maybe if you read it, if you um, see the social media can hurt you. Maybe some of your friends, some of your um, enemy, maybe so hurt you by any words, so it can change you also, and destroy. So that's why I can say. Any idea?
Maybe Hazim want to add something?
Yeah, I'm still processing about the verse. Maybe you can go first.
Okay, so social media and cyberbullying takes your time and makes a chime. Makes a chime is basically saying that chime is basically a sound. So you want so the poem actually trying to be in rhythm towards the time and makes a chime. So chime meaning like it can produce a sound that can hurt us, a sound that can change us, and a sound that can destroy us. So basically, maybe the verse is actually trying to mention about how the usage itself can be very misleading, saying that the time or the period that we ourselves when we use social media is high. So by mentioning that it takes your time and makes sense, basically like reflecting on how like the amount of time that we spend on the social media can basically deteriorate can basically affect us negatively. And how does it how does it do that? It's basically stated on the rest of the line, like hurt you, change you, destroy you, scare you. So this is, I think this is like the essence of the words that we want to see on the second verse. Yeah, that's for me, I think.
Okay. For me, for this verse, I wanted to talk about the structure of the verse itself. We can see that the verse is actually a simple structured sentence and directly give and warn us about the effect of the wrong usage or maybe over usage of the social media itself. So that what has been discussed by Hazimi is basically is really it, yeah, the meaning of the verse itself in depth. Yeah, okay. So I think everyone understand about the verse itself by Hazimi's explanation. I agree.
I agree.
Okay, maybe we can go to the third verse.
Yes. Go first.
So, Imam, can you please recite back the third verse? Cyberbullying is no joke. Hello,
So, Imam.
you there?
Yes, Hazimi, I can hear you. Cyberbullying is no joke. It can provoke and create sadness within you. Share your feelings. Open up to your parents or someone you trust. Be who you are.
Okay. So what do you think about the verse, Imam?
Yes. What do you think about this third verse, Imam?
Hello, Mom. Imam. Okay, maybe Izzat, Najmi, what do you think about the verse?
Okay.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think
Mom.
that this the third verse is more direct.
Okay. Right?
Sorry,
So,
you
Hanif or
you
Izzat
froze.
want to add for the third verse?
Maybe Izzat should go first.
Yeah, I think the poem that we created on the in the third verse, we use the poem use the simple words so that everyone can understand. Same as the first and the second verb, but the second verb is a little bit tricky, but the third verb is a little bit direct, like it has explicit type of form, so that the words used is the simple words, and the structure also the simple structure is being used, like cyberbullies is no joke, and it creates so the feeling and parents so everyone can understand clearly. So that's why I think about the poem. Maybe Imam can get more. So
Maybe Imam want to take some time to adjust first.
Oh.
Syakir, do you want to add something? Or Hanif?
Ada.
So I think the chosen word is quite simple but understandable, and also the whole third stanza is well explained and pretty clear, because as you can see, the poet who created this poem is trying to portray the effect of cyberbullying, and the poet said it is no joke, it can provoke great sadness. So basically this is the effect of cyberbullying lah. So most of the third stanza is pretty straightforward and not too
Complicated.
not to use such a implicit expression. So it is such as simple emphasize. So anyone want to add?
Last?
I think. Okay, Syakir.
No, Imam want to add last about the third verse.
Mom, you mute. Mom, mute.
Hello?
We still don't hear you.
We can hear you, Imam.
Just open your. Okay. Proceed.
Okay, my opinion about the two words is more on the sixth side. The word chosen meaning is more direct to what is the cyberbullying and what is the effect of cyberbullying, and what is cyberbullying can provoke and also create a sadness inside you. And another way to cope with sadness is to share out your feelings or to open up to someone else. That is my opinion on the third verse.
Okay.
Okay, so I think everything is
Thank
good.
you, Imam.
Okay, what do you guys think about the whole poem, about the effectiveness of this poem towards the reader? I mean, maybe the effectiveness of words or anything.
Okay, for me to see whether the whole meaning of the poem can be conveyed effectively or not, I think it is quite successful, or maybe we can say that it can produce commendable result, because the first verse is basically saying about the younger generation, which is the one that has been using social media at most. The second verse is basically trying to mention on how does the usage itself can change or can affect us. And the third verse is basically mentioning it can create sadness within you. So share our feelings. I guess this is like the most important part on the third verse, where it does not, where it mention the things that should be done if cyberbullying is creating sadness. So instead of only focusing on the cyberbullying, the third stanza actually trying to mention if you are feeling sad using social media, then you should share your feelings, or you should talk to somebody else. You can talk to your parents, or you can talk to your friends that you trust. So I think overall, seeing how the social media affects mental health, for me, I think this poem can be recited or can be conveyed conveniently for people to read and people to understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
I agree with Azmi.
Yes.
I also wanted to add a little about this overall poem. I think the effectiveness is about also have opinion about the effectiveness of this poem is because the first stanza is about the acknowledging ourselves. The second verse is about the warning, to warn us about the effect of the cyberbullying towards ourselves. And the third stanza is more about the advice for us to take up. Okay, so I think this poem is well written and can go through to someone, and maybe they can understand.
We can recite it
Can benefit from the
to
poem.
others.
Okay. So anything else?
So, can I add?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, judging from this poem, I can conclude that by judging from this poem, I can conclude that the flow of this poem is created excellently, just like what Hazim and Hazimi said. The first stanza express about the introduction of the social media and mental health poem. Like we want to introduce what has causes the social media become bad to our younger generation nowadays. And also for the second stanza, the poet create poem based on the effect of social media. And then the third stanza is about the conclusion lah, just like the expectation of what would want the hearer to take an action. If we got a problem, we just ask for help from our relatives like parents and other close people, just like that lah. So in conclusion, I can see that this poem is well emphasized, and also it has its own it has its own flows to emphasize. Yeah. So that's it from me.
Thank you, Hanif. So I think this discussion is well concluded and has been quite a long discussion. So should we end this discussion?
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that, everyone understand the meaning of the poem, the overall poem, and I would like to say thank you to everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.